Shalom. I want to start by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Chodash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, who taught me this truth through the Holy Spirit. And Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there listening and learning. Hey, forgive me, I'm not feeling well. I'm gonna, try to make this video either way. I haven't made a video in a couple of days. But what I want to discuss here is this Biden-Trump debate, okay, and see if we can glean from that, because it shows a lot here, this debate, okay, and what this actually shows is that, hey, there's no way that this man can be making the decisions for America, okay, and I'm going to play this video. This is fair use, okay, this is just some scenes from the debate, okay, just to show, there's no way this man can be running this country. So let me play this here.
Early in the debate to a question about the economy.
We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Okay, and that's just one instance. Okay, this man was like this all night. Okay, and this is this is a real shame on America. Okay, hey, this is really part of his prophecy as well. Damn, I'm feeling like Biden myself. Like I said, I'm not feeling good. But let me get this scripture right now. Bear with me. Okay, this is the book of Nahum, the 3rd chapter. And I'll start at the top. It says, "Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not." And we know this bloody city, in Nahum, it was talking about Nineveh. Okay, but Nineveh is also America. Okay, as we know, that this whore, this great whore, has a name, all names of blasphemy, okay, all names of wickedness, and Nineveh is just one of the many. Babylon, Egypt, okay, this is America, is the culmination of wickedness. Okay, so all these things can be attributed to America, okay, and they're gonna get the same judgment that these nations got. Okay, it says, "The noise of the whip and of the noise of the rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing of horses, and of the jumping chariots, the horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses. There is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts." Okay, and America is well known for this, and it's going on right now as we speak. Okay, through this through these immigration policies. Okay, this is nothing but a transfer, of souls. Okay, because a lot of these people coming here, what they're really doing is signing away their families and themselves, okay, because they go and have, children in America, okay, and they get the birth certificate and all that, and souls are being transferred in this, okay. It says in the book of Revelations, that the great whore, sold the souls of men. Okay, and this is what America needs to prop up the economy. Okay, they need souls. Okay, they need people, gathering debt. Okay, because this is a debt-based society. All right, because why? The borrower is subject to the lender. Okay, so this is how this thing goes on. All right, and that's part of the whoredoms and witchcrafts. Okay, so it says, "Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, And I will discover thy skirt upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Okay, and this presidential debate was a very shameful thing for America. Okay, it's so much so that these devils are talking about taking him out of the race. Okay, and these other nations, all right, are looking close. All right, they're looking very close at what's going on here. Okay, and these nations smell blood in the water, man. All right, and everybody else does too. Okay, even the people in America can see, their demise. Okay, I went out the next day after this debate, man, and you should see the look on these people's faces, man. Okay, these people are in shambles out here. All right, and the people that laughed and mocked, okay, now it's not so funny. Okay, it's never funny when you're the butt of the joke. Okay, and these people are the joke out here. Okay, but also what this goes to show you is that America's not being controlled, okay, by who you think is being controlled by, because there's no way in the world that this man, could be running anything. And I have an article right here, okay, which goes to show you who is running this. Okay, and this is from naturalnews.com. Okay, and it says 1948ers, Zionists, have been controlling U.S. government with espionage for decades. Okay, and if you don't know, these 1948ers, okay, their secret services, which is the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service, which is ISIS, okay, and through the Mossad, okay, the Israeli Mossad. Hey, these people have taken full control of America, and they always had it. Okay, they always had it, and the reason that they have it is because they understand the scriptures, okay, and they understand how prophecy is supposed to unfold, and they're really the ones that's making it unfold. Okay, the Lord is using these devils, to fulfill His will. All right, but a lot of deception has been going on, to where the people think that voting and things matter, but what this shows, this debate, is that none of this matters. Okay, now we're getting down to the nitty gritty of this thing. Okay, and what's that going to lead to? It's going to lead to Jacob's trouble. So let me read a little of this. Matter of fact, let me get a scripture real quick. This is the book of Exodus. Okay, the 17th chapter, and I'll start at 14. It says, "And the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is his name, said unto Moses, Write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under the heaven." And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi. For he said, Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Okay, so Israel and the Lord, okay, because these Amalekites, which they're calling themselves the Jews, they're really the Amalekites, which is the oldest son of Esau, okay, is at war with the Lord. Okay, and the Lord will never let him rest, and Amalek also has war with the Lord against his people. Okay, so this is why it is the way it is. Okay, because from generation to generation, it's always going to be enmity between us. Okay, because Amalek is the head tribe of Esau. Okay, and Esau and Jacob and Esau will have war, man. All right, and this is why they're in charge of things. Okay, so let's go back to this article. It says the history of Zionism And in 1948, his corrupt influence over American politics goes much farther back than October 7th attack. Okay, it says longtime Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu unsuccessfully blackmailed former President Clinton, for instance. When Clinton refused to play ball, Netanyahu leaked the Monica Lewinsky tapes, and the rest is history. Okay, so these people, they use their secret services. Okay, Jeffrey Epstein. Let me see if I can get it. It was just revealed that Jeffrey Epstein was a part of the Israeli secret services. Okay. Okay, this is from the Washington Times. It says inside the ring, former NSA counter spy says Jeffrey Epstein was part of the Israeli network. Okay, which is a Mossad. Okay, and this is what this says. These people have intelligence on high officials. Okay, you see it right there. It says he blackmailed President Clinton. Okay, and got him out of there. All right, and this is why they'll have a man like Joe Biden. Okay, somebody who's senile. Okay, but he's doing the bidding of these Israelis. Okay, and they'll keep him in there until he serves his purpose. Okay, and then they'll find the next victim. Okay, because this is what happens. When you allow the devil and money, to corrupt you. Okay, and this is all by design. Okay, all right, because Babylon had to fulfill prophecy. Okay, and this is why the Lord put the Israelis in power, like I said before. Okay, so it says Lewinsky was a Jewish spy, she'll say, who Israel placed in Clinton's life for the specific purpose, of collecting blackmail on him by doing this. Okay, and this is why you have to watch out for these women too. Okay, because these women, are part of the scheme as well. Okay, and it's well documented. We talk about it all the time, but this is just another example of how they do it. Okay, because you got to be on point, man. You got to be circumspect because these devils are out here. Okay, and whatever weakness that you have, hey, they're gonna try to exploit it. Like it says in Ephesians, you're gonna have to use the whole armor of the Lord. Okay, because this devil, he knows your weaknesses, man. Okay, so it says back in the article, I'm gonna jump down. Okay, and what this is also saying is that these Israelis, okay, are also in charge of all this alternate media. Okay, and that's why you got to be careful also what you watch. You got to be circumspect. Okay, and I believe that show Redacted, okay, is a CIA sponsored group. Okay, and a lot of these other ones are too. Okay, it says Israeli blackmail scheme against Clinton led to Drudge Report being top news site. Okay, hey, and these devils are tricky, man. All right, these magicians, these Chaldean Babylonians, hey, they're highly intelligent. Okay, and they use your kindness and your lack of understanding against you. Okay, that's why you have to look into everything. That's why I'm always going into different techniques that they use. Okay, because hey, there's telltale signs. There's telltale signs in this thing, and part of it is their witchcraft. Okay, this is how they get by. All right, and this scripture here shows you, the terror of these people, man. Okay, these people are, frightening people. These Chaldeans. Okay, and our ancestors before knew of it. Okay, and we we've gotten away from that. Okay, but we need to understand what's going on. This is the book of Jeremiah 38 and 17. It says, Then said Jeremiah unto Zedekiah, Thus saith the Lord, the power of hosts, the power of Israel, if thou wilt surely go forth into the king of Babylon's princes, then thy soul shall live, and this city shall not be burned with fire, and thou shalt live in thy house. Okay, so this is when the Lord, was bringing judgment. Okay, and the Jews were supposed to go into Babylon. Okay, and it says, But if thou wilt not go forth unto the king of Babylon's princes, then the city shall be given into the hand of the Chaldeans, and they shall burn it with fire, and thou shalt not escape out of their hand. And Zedekiah the king said unto Jeremiah, I am afraid of the Jews that are fallen to the Chaldeans, lest they deliver me into their hand, and they mock me. Okay, so this is what they do. Okay, let's look at that word mock. Okay, because this is exactly what's going on today. We're in the hands of the Chaldeans. Okay, and they're mocking us. Okay, it says,
Strong's H 5953. Allow.
Okay, it says to act severely, deal with severely, make a fool of someone. All right, and this is what these Chaldeans are doing to this day. Okay, they're making a fool of us. Okay, calling us blacks, using their media. Okay, and their alternative media. All right, to enfranchise us. Okay, to make us look crazy. Okay, and they're dealing very severely with us. Okay, this is why Jake, can't get the proper loans and the proper funding for anything. Okay, they're responsible for making things hard on Jake. Okay, because these 1948ers own all the banks. Okay, they're the ones responsible for, Sexy Red and the rest of these hookers, and even on down to Kodak Black, and all these artists. Okay, are influenced by these 1948ers. Okay, and they're making a fool of us. And stealing our nationality and bringing us down low. Okay, it also says to divert oneself. Okay, deal wantonly, deal ruthlessly. Okay, and this is what they do. Okay, not only to us though, to everybody. Okay, because this is their nature. Okay, this is how, this is how they got by. Okay, through the what does it say? Through their whoredoms and their witchcrafts. Hey, that's ruthless dealings. All right, and the people really are fed up. All right, but what they're also coming to terms with is that these so-called Jewish people are the ones that to blame for all this. Okay, and this is why they're about to shut this thing down. Okay, they're about to shut down the internet, and they're building these concentration camps. Okay, there's another one right here. Bear with me. It says, why is America building these secret facilities in all 50 states? Okay, so they're making these plans. All right, because people are finding them out. Okay, and they're getting ready to send America down the death spiral. Okay, let's look at some of these comments. It says, Jew America is worse than you thought. The Jews are everywhere in the upper echelons of government. They invaded and took America over, and our country is now their promised land. Time to evict these freeloading parasites. Okay, if you're looking forward to the end of global Nazism of Israel, the slave states in the West, Satan's children have ruled America since World War II. Okay, so this is why they're building these concentration camps. All right, so this is a beautiful time. All right, this is a beautiful time, but it's also, it's also going to be a scary time. All right, but we got to get through this. All right, and we got to, understand, when's the time. We got to know the times, man. Okay, we got to know when to get this shit and go, man. All right, so we got to stay on our watch. This is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed. The accusing of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. Okay, so this man is getting cast down. Okay, these 1948 Zionists. Okay, hey, they're getting cast down right now. Okay, brought into a low place. Okay, because they weren't heaven. Okay, and they kept his rule through sorceries and witchcraft. All right, but now he's being brought down. It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Okay, so the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai is how we're going to overcome and believing, on Yahweh Shai. Okay, because through that belief and through that faith, that'll have us covered. Okay, it says, and by the word of their testimony. Okay, and they love not their lives unto death. So this word is what's bringing them down in the blood of the Lamb. Okay, this word is having a strong effect. Okay, and it's really the brothers on the highways and byways, that's putting the courage on these people to stand up. Okay, when we come out and show the truth of the Bible and show exactly what's going on, and because these nations are there all the time. Okay, I'm on the highways and byways, and everybody comes by and sees. Okay, everybody hears the report. Okay, and it's resonating because it's the truth, man. Okay, and the truth is a very, very, very powerful thing. Okay, and when we show, that we are actually the children of Israel, hey, that gives these other people strength. Okay, even if they're not from the nation of Israel. Okay, these people understand. A lot of people believe in the Bible, though they're not, Israelites. Okay, it says Satan. The scriptures say Satan believes, man. Okay, and a lot of these people believe, and they're seeing the report, and it's giving them the courage to stand up. All right, so this word, okay, is bringing them down. All right, but what's gonna happen? Hey, they're gonna try to kill us. All right, and that's why they're building these facilities, and not only us, anybody that comes against them. Okay, because as you saw on this article, a lot of these people are speaking up. Okay, Mary Elizabeth Shipke. Okay, a lot of people are speaking up on these things, and these people are taking meticulous notes. This is why they have all this artificial intelligence. Hey, they're gathering information. Okay, because that's the same thing that the Nazis did. Okay, the Nazis were known for gathering information. Okay, let me see if I can get something real quick. Okay, I got this on Wikipedia. Okay, it says propaganda in Nazi Germany. It says Nazi propaganda promoted Nazi ideology by demonizing the enemies of the Nazi party. Okay, so they're demonizing the people that were against them. Okay, and these 1948ers, okay, are actually called the Ashkenazis. They call themselves Ashkenazi Jews. Okay, and a lot of people don't even know this. Okay, it says Ashkenazi Jews, also known as Ashkenazic or Ashkenazim, constitute a Jewish diaspora population that emerged in the Holy Roman Empire at the end of the first millennium. Okay, so these people are the Nazis. Okay, and this is how they did it. Okay, they demonized the enemies. Okay, and notably the communists, but also capitalists. Okay, so that's the communists would be Russia, and the capitalists is America. Okay, and intellectuals. Okay, so anybody that was wise enough to see through the lie, okay, were demonized. Okay, and this is the same thing that's going on. And what did this demonization lead up to? It led up to these concentration camps. All right, And this is what they're building now. Hey, it's the same playbook. Okay, the same playbook that's going on from back in the day. Okay, so this devil, is being cast down. Okay, and he's about to come down with great wrath. This is Revelation 12 and 12. I'll read 11 again. It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. Okay, and this is this. There's a reason why I always bring out these different articles and go into these certain things. Okay, because hopefully, if anything ever happens to us per se, okay, and we have to sit idle, and be fed idle, fed food dedicated to idols in these prisons and so what and so forth. Okay, because it says in Revelation that some of us will be locked into prison. Okay, but through these examples, maybe it can help build up your faith a little bit. That's why I bring these things out. Not to sound smart or anything like that. It's just to show you, the witchcraft that's going on. Okay, so we could, not be enchanted by these things. Okay, but I just wanted to explain that. This is for you could get a little understanding of where I'm coming from. Okay, it's not, to try to, make myself look any smarter than I am, because really it all comes through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shah and the Rakak Kodash, of course. But these things we should know, so we won't be enchanted. All right. So it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Okay, so hey, we should be rejoicing right now. Okay. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have a short time. Alright? And trust and believe, this devil knows. Okay, when he sees us on the highways and byways, hey, great fear come upon him. Okay, and he sees that, his house of lies is coming down, and the only way to bring it back is through war. Okay? So this man is going to go all out. Let me see if there's any more in this article. And again, I'm not feeling too well, hopefully you've been edified by this. I know I'm going a little back and forth here and there, but, if you could just bear with me. Let me see. Okay, the spirit had it to where I'm going to dig a little deeper on this. Okay, but, the Nazis, they had a group called the Gestapo. Okay, I know a lot of us have heard about that, but let's see is actually some of the techniques they use. It says, the word Gestapo conjures up images of arrests, strange disappearances, beatings, concentration camps, and above all, fear. Okay, and we see this going on in our world today. Okay, these people that suiciding themselves. Okay, the cancel culture. Okay, not only just a physical beating, a public humiliation. Okay, these are the tactics that they use. Okay, nowadays you don't have to, beat a man through, in the flesh. Okay, you could beat him financially, and this is what they've used. It says, from 1933 until 1945, the Gestapo established and enforced a reputation of terror among the German population. This reputation helped the Gestapo to effectively carry out policies against the enemies of the regime. Okay, and this is what we're seeing today, as well as keeping the rest of the German society in line. Okay, so they're using their media, which is the Gestapo, and their CIAs and FBI's. Okay, you see how they're doing Trump. Okay, Trump is being made an example of by this 1948 Gestapo. It says, Despite this worldview, a topic of interest for historians is whether or not the techniques used by the Gestapo had any real impact on society. That is to say, the ordinary Germans changed their behavior in order to not run afoul of the Gestapo. Okay, and we can see that they did. Okay, and you can see that Americans are as well. It says, in order to begin to control the population, the Gestapos had to first establish a fearful reputation, consisting of controlling the population through fear rather than through civil obedience to law enforcement. The Gestapo initially, and we can see this, through where they're talking about the abolishment of the police. Okay, because what that's doing is it's taking away the fear of the police. Okay, it's taking away power from the police. Okay, because you can no longer call the police. But who's doing this? Okay, George Soros and these Israelis are taking the power away from them, so they can be the ones that control everything, and they control it through their monetary system. Okay, so we can see the same tactics going on as back then. It said the Gestapo, initially a small police unit, grew in power after the absorption of the secret services into one large police unit. It became the official strong arm of the regime after the Reichstag fire. It says the emergency decrees, and that's the same thing. The Reichstag fire would be something similar to 9/11. Okay, because after that, they basically brought in martial law through emergency decrees. Okay, and this is the same thing that happened in 9/11. After that, they brought in martial law through the emergency decrees known as the Patriot Act. Okay, it says the emergency decrees that followed gave the police system in Germany the power to circumvent the civil liberties of the German citizens. Okay, so this is the same thing that Patriot Act did. Okay, it did away with basically the Constitution. Okay, and now it was up to the FBI or the CIA or whatever police force or alphabet group. Okay, they could basically do whatever the hell they wanted. Okay, without any repercussion. Okay, and this is the same thing that's going on today. Matter of fact, let me get it. And I'm glad I did this video, okay, because I'm edifying myself, if nothing else. All right, call all y'all about Shem Yah Shai. Bear with me. This is it's Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 1:9. It says, the thing that had been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the law. Okay, so this Gestapo, this shit is nothing new, man. Okay. Damn. Okay, word. Alright, so hey, the Gestapo, they use their emergency decrees just like what's going on in America through the Patriot Act. It says by 1936 the Gestapo became nationalized and soon developed into an instrument through which Hitler could now begin to attack oppositions to his regime. All right, and this is what was happening. Them going against these Republicans. Okay, these Trump supporters. Okay, because they're speaking out, against the Israelis, man. Or the Ashkenazis, should I call them, or the Amalekites. Okay, they go by many names. It says after any threat was crushed or repressed, Hitler could then use the Gestapo against both the German and the Jewish population. The Gestapo functions both inside and outside of the law because of the 1936 laws. As a result, they became nearly independent of the regime's administrative offices and instead acted as the instruments of the Führer's authority. Okay, so this is that swamp that they're talking about. Drain the swamp. Okay, and all these groups, okay, are out of the rule of law. Okay, they're not being held accountable for anything that they've done, and that's the same thing that happened to the Nazis, and that's why America, World War III, is basically the same thing. Okay, the whole world came against these people, but it's going to be the same. The whole world is going to come against America this time, though. Okay, because the Nazis are here, and you can see, okay, that America are funding the neo-Nazis in Ukraine. So the same thing is being looked at throughout the world. Maybe not in America, but the world is taking notice. Okay. It says right here, it says U.S. lifts ban on neo-Nazi-linked Azov Brigade in Ukraine. Okay, so they're supplying weapons to the Nazis in Ukraine. It says Ukraine has a Nazi problem, but Vladimir Putin's denazification claim for war is a lie. Okay, so these people are gonna rally together against America because America is the Nazis. Okay, and after World War III, the America brought a lot of the Nazis over here. Okay, this is Operation Paperclip. Okay, it says Operation Paperclip was a secret United States intelligence program in which more than 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians, okay, and these people were responsible for developing these mind control techniques, this propaganda, this Gestapoism. Okay, and these people were brought over here. It shows it right here. Okay, Operation Paperclip was a secret United States intelligence program in which more than 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians were taken from former Nazi Germany to the U.S. government for employment. Okay, so they're employed in the government. All right. Okay, and this is Freedom of Information Act. Okay, this is how people know this. Let me get a scripture real quick. It's the book of Obadiah 1:6. It says, "How are the things that Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" Okay, and the way you search them out, okay, is through what? Doing your diligence. Okay, reading, in your leisure time. Okay, using the scriptures, okay, to verify these things. All right, and what you'll find is that these people are the devil. Okay, because these Nazis, are no different than Americans. Okay, the Germans and Americans, hey, they're all Edomites. Okay, so this is how they rule. Okay, this is how they got control of the whole world. Okay, because even through these Nazis, hey, they were able to get the land of Israel. Okay, because they all work in collaboration. Okay, in a confederacy, it says. Matter of fact, let me keep reading. How are the things that Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding them. Okay, because these nations make deals with Esau. Okay, because basically he beat him to smithereens. Okay, but Esau thinks time heals everything. Okay, but he's highly misunderstood. Okay, these nations have a strong distaste for Esau. All right, and it's showing right now. Okay, so during the Operation Paperclip, The U.S. government brought all these Nazis, right? Let me read it again. It says German scientists, engineers, and technicians were taken from former Nazi Germany to the U.S. government for employment. Okay, after the end of World War II in Europe, and between 1945 and 1959, some were former members and leaders of the Nazi Party. Okay, so it's no wonder why they're using these Gestapo tactics to this day. All right, now let's go back to this Gestapo article. So it says, let me see. Let me see where I left off at. Bear with me one moment. Okay, here you go. It says the Gestapo began attacking the first opposition groups as early as the spring of 1933. These first groups included the communists and the trade unions and other left-wing groups. Okay, and we're seeing this happen now. Okay, you're seeing a lot of these unions being dissolved. Okay, and they're bringing in a worldwide fascist society. Okay, same thing the Nazis wanted to do. Okay, because one of the Nazi symbol was fascism. Okay, and this is what's going on. For those that don't know what fascism is, okay, let's look at it. Okay, that word fascist, it says a fascism is a far-right authoritarian ultra-nationalist party political ideology and movement characterized by a dictatorial leader. Okay, centralized autocracy. Okay, so that means autocracy is what? A system of government in which absolute power is held by the ruler. Okay, so this is why the legislative and the judicial branch is losing power. Excuse me. Okay, and all the power is being concentrated into the president. Okay, it says militarism, forcible suppression of oppositions, belief in national social hierarchy, subordinate of individual interests. Okay, and this is what Klaus Schwab is saying. Hey, you'll own nothing and be happy. Okay, because this is what fascism is. It says for perceived good of the nation or race or strong regimentation of society and economy. Okay, so this is what their goal is. Okay, complete control. All right, and they'll use these different groups and bring them down. But hey, they've done what they needed them to do. Okay, the Hitler was useful. Okay, and that's why they brought these Nazis over here through Operation Paperclip. Hey, because they did what they needed them to do. Okay, they had a goal, and that's how they implemented it. Okay, and this is the same thing that's going on over here. Okay, those involved or associated with these groups became the targets of the infant Nazi secret police system. Essentially, the Gestapo rounded up these individuals, and a few became the first to be sent to what became known as the concentration camps. Okay, so this is what we got going. All right, and the people with eyes can see. Okay, and hey, you got to be on guard for this. Okay, because the Israelites are really the focus of this thing. Okay, because we have the power through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to take these people down. Okay, and we are going to take them down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, through the blood of the Lamb and the word of the testimony. Okay, but let me see. I just wanted to show again that these devils, hey, they have these detention centers. Okay, right here it says why is America building secret facilities in all 50 states? Okay, so these are these concentration camps. Okay, it says, I reported on lawless executive orders, okay, Gestapo tactics that have been put in place for decades that criminals will no doubt seek to use to take over the United States unless people stop them. I've also reported on the locations of hundreds of FEMA camps across the U.S. as well. Now secret facilities are up in all 50 states of the Union. For what will they be used? Okay, and they'll be used to round up the dissidents, but ultimately, to bring in prophecy. Okay, and what prophecy is that? This is the book of Revelations 2 and 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Okay, and why are we being sent into prison? Okay, for the testimony. Okay, and for a trial of our faith. Okay, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Okay, that tribulation goes into what? Let's look at the definition of tribulation. Tribulation. Okay.
Strong's G 2347. Thlipsis.
Okay, it says a pressing together, pressure, oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, straits. Okay, so we have to go through the straight gate. Okay, which is a position of difficulty, and it's how the Lord's going to bring it about. Okay, the Lord's going to use these devils, Esau, Edom, to do this. Okay, so just remember, it's the Lord that's really doing this. Okay, this is how the Lord works. Hey, this is why He allowed these things to go on back then, so we can know about it now. All right, and this is why I tell you these things, to help you build your faith, brothers and sisters. Okay, because this has happened before, and hey, we'll get through this. Okay, just keep the faith, and do what's right. Okay, and remember, these lessons, and remember the things that brothers have been telling you to build you up. Okay, because this time, we're going to need to be deeply rooted and built up in this thing. It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee the crown of life. Okay, so this is why we're doing it, and this is why we have to continue to do it. Okay, because these crowns and these scepters, this is, if scriptures say, if your delight is crowns and scepters, hey, you got to take on this wisdom. Okay, you got to go through these things, and you got to, prove yourself. All right. So, I'm going to end it there. Lord's will, you are edified. I want to end it by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Shalom.